has scored into triple. Bridgefield House is underway at the end of the game. Smith driving and Smith's to move.
But the
and that one rolls off, but there is some of that.
best players in the Big Ten last year.
But Mitchell had 36 in the field. On the bounce, Boston gets around McCowan and total rebound in a season record, leading Dallas. Rebound, that putback won't fall. There's McCowan.
The Olympic break.
McCowan easily
Stop the other one. I think this is going
inside for Smith on the shot fake and muscle.
a double-double the last time they
Can't connect. There's McCowan with another offense. Clark frees up Boston. Looking back inside for McCowan.
on the block. She's
Out of the playoff picture. They have. This is Howard charging. Howard get that three-point shot going here in time for an early 8-point lead here from Indy.
I don't know who came up with Caitlin. That's what we're seeing here, and that's what they're WNBA arenas. And we threw everyone is benefited.
15,000 people in this. The better team here so far. And an early Delana crossover. She will launch. Scored 20 points in 11 of year. The opportunity is there for Indiana. Goes around Sabali. First, there's.
Here she draws
On a step back, buries the first. Sabali straight away. Not asked for that time. Turns it over. Looking. Howard backing in. Smith lost on Friday to Seattle.
She's 3 for 4.
Themselves a couple of times against LA, and again, Bull's going to have to create. Just hoist it up.
I'd have a big fat smile on.
Howard staying aggressive. 2 more. Save it. She'll fire from the corner. Defended with the shot clock winding down a little bit and looking at a double-digit deficit. Just carving out space underneath. Your pass wheeler is open.
Off experience with the Fever.
Teams of experience. That'll be a major story. Patty Segrist checks in and on a. They have 7%. Mitchell
Would switch, and then she knew she'd
looking inside. Fag Bentley deep position. Until Wednesday, their last 2 games for Indiana. Fag Bentley
off the bench. She brings some light. She understands.
It in. McCowan just
Scoring like that.
3 and 100 to 90. Effort here in the second quarter is Sabali up. Sabali. Clark catch and shoot and knocks down.
Nice set for her.
Sabali. Agumbawale from what? They have 7.
J.C. Sheldon chasing over the top.
Clark from the logo. She deep threes. And then there are.
Guess they're not going to look at it. Every record that Caitlin, she's broken. You can say the same thing.
And Sabali with this. Satu Sabali is 7 minutes to a quarterfinal appearance before the end of the season.
It's away from the bucket. It does. They outlet it to Caitlin.
Kalani Brown is circling her way through, finds an opening and banks it. Can Clark beat the pack back? Clark fire away. A season. And it's Howard beating the Mitchell. Buries it 50% from 3. Sheldon launches it.
Watching the Buckeyes.
Dot fakes the 3. Extra pass to Boston. Pass Samuelson from the corner.
Crowd a little.
At least 5 points in all 6 games.
Because you try to get ball pressure on 6-7.
Had a terrific start. So too is me with the floater. Leaves it short. Another. We're already. Not a whole lot of time to work on schedule, but especially Dallas as McCowan. Mitchell sidesteps Agumbawale and her feet organized till halftime, and an offense. And dug themselves out of that hole. Something they've done. Spins, shot won't fall. Smith there.
Can make a post move on everyone in this league.
Leading for Dallas, Indiana had gone up 5.
Round their post up.
The other end, Sabali launches. Tori here.
Of course.
At Howard. Ooh, left that one too strong in this game to lock down 6.
After the play.
Ellie, I'm Pat Boylan. Mitchell. Kalani Brown, deep 2. To answer, gets to the foul line. And speaking of shifty, Agumba.
It's the IQ that she plays with.
Step back. Can't knock down that. He had a
one-on-one by herself.
Solidly into it.
Before the game, Pat, I thought the score would be.
You want to change the keys to first to 120?
Time around our game. For decades, I've been.
Clark has As Sheldon finds some space and misses. Trying to regain that lead. It's Mitchell on a
Between her and the basket, forget about it.
Clark has hit her more. Off. Mitchell a deep two here. Howard spinning around her. Smith got a piece. Howard turning that left-handed.
Second half.
So Fever shaking off Sheldon. Hits it to Sabali, and Howard has combined for 30. Sabali over Hull.
Still in the pregame.
Our Indiana workers going to work feet.
Over 100 triples.
Clark working back out for Mitchell. Smith, who just gets rid of it. Howard had things like that. They don't show up on the stats as big as Boston turns the corner. Player into double figures. Sabali difficult. Gumbawale hits it, and that was 4,000. Smith on the shot fake, just bullies her.
Congratulations to Arika.
Get go and just lit up the score. Have hit this roster in the lottery. And here's Satu Sabali. Clark trying to spin around her. There's a three of Dallas. For Mitchell. You bet. 5. Howard crashing into Smith. 78-74. We are basic. And Howard rattled.
Triple-double.
He leads 13 points. Mitchell steps into a teach. Uzun, corner three. Knocks it. Clark on the drive. Sabali gives help. Driving by Sabali. Mitchell right to the cup.
They get her opportunity.
Clark. Oh, but Clark with 3. A final score, a third. Egress, she'll take it in, flip it up, and flip to that final month before the break. Still loose on the floor. Segrist away, goes behind the back, and driving, pulling up.
She's not one very out.
And pulls it. Howard, difficult look just for.
But it feels like she's been on the glass.
Forced to turn over a moment ago. Puts her flash at Fever Basketball Auction. Today could do that. Sheldon finds some.
They gave up a lot of off.
His marked improvement. Now she'll drive on Fag Benley and step on the base. Tight deal. There's levels 0.5 on the game clock. This game was.
Bound it.
Back there, no whistle either way. And Mitch. Maybe wide open. It's a. Over to Fag Benley. Temi Fag Benley. Hello, McCowan. Deep position and laying in. That's an offensive foul.
With such good rhythm.
All 5 starters on the floor. Backing in, lost the handle. Deflector Gumbawale on the drive, draws the foul. Dallas in front for the first.
And that's Arika Gumbawale.
Sevgi Uzun. Clark launches. Oh, underneath. This will be difficult over McCowan and can't. Just 5 points in the fourth quarter. Who recovered nicely. Howard flips it up, hangs, and finish significant right now. Can the Fever
takes no risks? Do what you.
Just like the times.
Kelsey Mitchell
with her through a chance to put Indiana up. Mitchell catch and shoot. Buries it. Spinning inside with the step through.
See Hull.
By Dantas corner 3. Knocks it down. Assist to Gumbawale. Can it? Pass. Here is Dantas. Buries the franchise record. Stopper 2 as Howard does to Boston. Boston. And Sabali, did she get it off in time?
You got to have goal.
We talked about this at the beginning of the broad. I think to know whether Boston or whether Clark has hit her more.
Hit her a few more times.
Sabali over Hull.
Clark talked about Lexi Hull's hustle in the pregame.
Puts Indiana in front. She'll drive on Sabali. Pitch it to Smith, who just gets rid of it. Howard had that.
Run something for her.
You know, it's plays like that. They don't show up on the stat. A lot of offensive execution. Every stop is big as Boston turns the corner. Third Fever player into double figures. Clark going behind the back. Clark on the drive. Sabali gives help. Mitchell driving by Sabali. Mitchell right to the cup.
Here she's.
Not a final score, a third. Uzun driving, kicking out. Segrist, she'll take it in, flip it up and back. Indiana. Maybe one. Agumbawale wide open. Hits a here from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Oh, there to back.